Hello, everyone. I'm Pilar Arias, currently joined by Senator Dick Durbin of the state of Illinois. Thank you so much for joining us here on News Now from Fox. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. The weather's nice up here. It's almost as nice as Florida.
Right off the bat, I just wanted to get your reaction to the COVID-19 outbreak that's currently happening in the White House.
It's a reminder that this is a deadly, serious disease. We've lost over 210,000 Americans. Even the president and first lady have faced it, and we wish them, of course, a complete and speedy recovery. But we need to take it seriously. And we have to realize that unless we have a plan, a national plan that moves forward, we're going to continue to see, unfortunately, great incidents of infection and death. Just think about what we anticipate if we continue at the same rate over the next 3 months. We anticipate losing 100,000 American lives. That's the equivalent of a plane crash every day with 1,000 passengers dying. I mean, we would never accept that, and we shouldn't accept it when it comes to COVID-19.
Do you have any thoughts on the president's tweet the other day about not to fear the virus?
The president has created a very wrong and bad impression, I'm afraid. This notion of taking his mask off and standing before the American people and saying he feels better than he did 20 years ago really suggests an approach to this which is not good, and it's not helpful. It's reckless. We need to take this seriously. People need to wear masks every time they're out of their homes. We need to have social distancing, washing hands, just the basics that can break the back of this virus. This idea that we can just tough it out, I'm afraid the president has created a very bad impression.
I just wanted to get your thoughts ahead of the debate tonight between Pence and Harris. What are your thoughts?
I'm tuning in. I think this is going to be an important debate. Now, I know both of them very well. I certainly know Senator Harris better than Vice President Pence. But let's face it, Vice President Pence has been a talk show host. He is a good debater. I saw that 4 years ago. And he is a formidable opponent. But he's going to have a real challenge. Kamala Harris, I served with on the Senate Judiciary Committee. I know how good she is at questioning, how thoughtful she is when it comes to issues. So I expect an excellent debate, and I'm looking forward to Kamala laying out the case for the Biden-Harris ticket.
What, if anything, do you think will be different from last week's presidential debate?
Well, I hope that the participants in the debate in this situation will follow the rules. Wouldn't that be a breakthrough? What we saw in the debate, the presidential debate, was a real disappointment. It was unbefitting a president to keep interrupting Joe Biden as he often did. He was admonished by Chris Wallace, Fox, several times, please follow the rules. You agreed to them now. And the president, it crossed the nation when it came to the opinion polls afterwards. The American people were not happy with what he did.
I spoke with the University of Utah ahead of the debate to talk about them being the host and the fact that it's going to be a student-only spectator event. What are your thoughts on that?
That's okay with me. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope they follow the rules when it comes to social distancing. I'm sure that they will. But the real audience is beyond the auditorium itself. It's out across the nation when people, many of them, will get their first impressions of Kamala Harris, Joe Biden's choice. I think they're going to be impressed. Former Attorney General in the state of California, of course, a senator from California. She's been actively engaged in the presidential campaign. And now, as the running mate of Joe Biden, she can make history.
What topics do you want to hear about tonight from these two candidates?
First and foremost, COVID-19, coronavirus. Listen, we've got a terrible record in the United States under this administration. Just look at some of the basic numbers that tell the story. The United States has 4.5% of the world's population. We have 20% of the COVID-19 deaths in the world. We have not had an organized national campaign to beat back this virus, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris want to have us start this now. We've wasted time. We need more testing. We need more investment in therapies and vaccines. We need to make sure that we are helping school districts reopen their schools by providing them economic assistance. And we need to stand by the men and women who have lost their jobs and been laid off because of this economy. They still need to keep bread on the table.
All right. Anything else you would like to add, Senator Dick Durbin?
Be sure and vote. Don't be discouraged. If you want to vote from the safety of your home in Florida, you can do it. I know that voting is now open and hundreds of thousands have already taken advantage of it. Don't miss your opportunity to be an American voter and have your voice in this election campaign.
Speaking of, did you hear that the state of Florida's website for registration went down for a few moments?
I did, and I think the governor extended it in terms of registration to take care of that. That was the right thing to do.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Take care.